So, hello everyone, my name is Job and I'm gonna do the decktech of my white Weenie build for Theros standard. So, we're gonna look at the 1-drops first. So we got 4 Dryad militant, 3 judges familiar and 4 soldier of the pantheon. The Dryad militant is just a good 2-1 body for 1 mana. The judges familiar, I've tried playing Warrior's Lead, but since Thoughtseize sees a lot of play, I thought, why not play Judge's Familiar to counter Thoughtseize? And for Soldier of the Pantheon, probably the best 1-drop in Standard at this moment, at least in my opinion. A 2-1 body with protection from multicolored, and whenever an opponent plays a multicolored spell, you gain 1 life. The life gain can be relevant, but it can't be blocked by Voice, Lockstone Smiter, Boros Ragnar, and so on, and it can block all of those creatures without dying, which can be pretty relevant against other aggro decks. So for the 2-drops, I got 4 Precinct Captain, 3 Imposing Sovereign and 2 Daring Skyjek. So the Captain, best 2-drop for white Weenie at this moment. Can alpha strike with all your creatures and then still got some blockers. Imposing Sovereign, since the meta is pretty aggro around here, so creatures of your opponents entering tapped can be really relevant. And the Daring Skyjek, I wanted a third 2-drop. I tried a lot of things, but it's probably the best. So then for the 3-drops and the 4-drops, I got 3 Banisher Priest, 2 Frontline Medic and 1 Light God of the Sun. So the 3 Banisher Priest really good against other aggro decks, and instead of the old one, this one is 2-2 instead of 1-3, so it's a little bit more aggro. Frontline Medic can counter Sphinx's Revelations, which can be really a big problem for because of the life gain, and whenever you attack they can block, but your dudes won't die. And heliod, probably a 5/6 indestructible creature, which will give all my other creatures vigilance, which can be very relevant against other aggro decks. And of course it can make tokens when you're mana flooded, so not a big problem. So then for the non-creature cards, I got 2 Spear of heliod, 3 Blind Obedience, 4 Brave the Elements and 3 Ajani Color of the Pride. So the Spear of heliod, I only played 2 because it's legendary. Might go to 3, but since I play ajani, I don't think it's really necessary. So it gives all my dudes +1/+1, and whenever a creature an opponent controls deals damage to me, I can destroy it using the ability of the spear. So the Blind Obedience, an enchantment for 2 with Extort. All of the creatures and artifacts my opponents control enter tapped. Like I said, by Imposing Sovereign, the entering tapped is the most important part, so I can alpha strike my opponent when they're playing cards like that can like Boon Satyr and other flash cards. Then Brave the Elements, really important card for surviving Anger of the Gods, Doomblade, Hero's Downfall, etc. And Ajani, just a killer card. Yeah, the +1 gives a creature a +1/+1 counter, so it will make my dude stronger. The -3 is kill, just giving my dudes flying, giving a dude flying and double strike, and the -8 won't be necessary since they most of the time they are already dead by then. Then for the lands, I'm running 22 lands, 18 basic planes, and 4 Sacred Foundries. The Foundries are in here for the sideboard. I'm not running Mutavault because I do not own them, and I don't want to buy them for €20 a piece. So for the sideboard, I'm running 3 Mizzium mortars, 2 Glare of Heresy, 3 Wear and Tear, 3 Rootborn defenses, 2 Renounce the Guilds, and 2 Pithing Needle. So the mortars are for the Stormbreath Dragon and the Blood Baron of Viscopa and Lockton Smiter. Since they're most likely entering tapped, they won't do damage. I splash red, not necessarily for the dragon, but more for the Blood Baron, since the life gain and pro white is really a problem. And then the 2 Glare of Heresy for exiling cards like Elspeth Sun's Champion and Boros Reckoner. And the 3 Wear and Tear, most likely for the tear, but destroying artifacts like Ratchet Bomb can be really important since my curve goes up to 3 and then 1 4-drop. The destroying enchantments like Detention Spheres and Chain to the Rocks is really relevant since I want to kill my opponent really fast. Rootborn defenses against Anger of the Gods and Supreme Verdict. Then Renounce the Guilds against Ashok and against the Blood Barons, and of course Boros Reckoner, every other multicolored spell. And then Pithing Needle against the Planeswalkers and against Etherling, which is really a problem since I can't get rid of it. So that was my deck tech of my white Weenie build. If you have some comments, please leave them below, and thanks for watching.